massive Alaska 7.5 earthquake strikes, triggers a tsunami, and a warning has been issued. We're going to see an animation of a huge earthquake tsunami from Alaska from a few years back, of a real earthquake that took place. This is the location of it. This is around the area of Sand Point, Alaska, in the Aleutian Islands. As we know, they're volcanic islands. The earthquakes and aftershocks are still going on. About 10 of them, I would say. This is the Denali earthquake of 7.9 that took place in 2002. Look at this. This is today's earthquake, and the tsunami has been triggered. Tsunami.gov has the information on that. Let's go and take a look at what is taking place. Kindly support my Patreon channel because YouTube again has demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. Now, tsunami.gov doesn't have any information yet, and they will be coming up with that because it takes hours for the tsunami to ride along the coast. This, as we said, was the Denali earthquake of 7.9 in 2002. Now, we read in the previous video to this one, USGS says that the Denali quake had a foreshock of 6.7 about 10 days before the big one of 7.9, and that triggered a tsunami as well. This is the animation from NOAA, and we'll see you have the tsunami model of a 9.2 magnitude from Prince William Sound in Alaska, 1964. It's not today's 7.5, but it's much bigger. But this is basically the same area that we had today's 7.5. Today's 7.5 was about this area right here. And going to this, we'll see the, this was Sandy Point, Alaska, which is just about right here. And we still have ongoing, we're going to look at the maps again, we have ongoing earthquakes after the 7.5. And as you can see, this is a tsunami. Let's go back. Let's go back. I want to go back so we can see the minutes. Of course, this is sped up. But here we go, a time lapse. 1 hour. 2 hours, 3.5, 4 hours. You can see that Hawaii is being hit as well. Now, this one here, we have the Tsunami Warning Center saying that America, Samoa, and Hawaii will not be affected. Guam will not be affected. So this is, as we said, the huge 9.4 of 1964 in Alaska, Prince William Sound. I'm just showing this to you because of the fact that it's in the same location. But as you can see, this area, in meters, in meters is 1 meter is 3 feet, and where the red is from just about 3 feet is basically around Alaska and the west coast of Canada. And okay, here we have the pink. Okay, that shows us the colors now. Okay. Pink is 1 meter and above, and that's what also hit Hawaii there. Okay, here we have the past hour is the red, the past day is the blue, and the blue just turned, it was red a few minutes ago, it just turned blue. And as you can see, we have a slew of other earthquakes. These are only the ones that are above 2.5. And going into the smaller ones, I'm sure we're going to have a lot more. Okay, as you can see, let's go in a little bit more. Okay, the 7.5 was followed by 5.9, 5.8, 5.5, 5.2, all within the a few minutes of each other. And as we say, 5.9 is just now. They're just continuing. They seem to be a little bit more south of the major earthquake, but it's in the same subduction zone. And let's take this off. Okay, and we know that here we said before, in 2002, the Denali Fault ruptured in a sequence of earthquakes that commenced October 23rd, magnitude 6.7, and on November 3rd, about 10 days later, they had the major shock of 7.9. And that was the tsunami, but that was not the tsunami that we saw. The tsunami was a 1964 earthquake of 9.4. But still, what I wanted to say here is that that 6.7 in 2002 was a foreshock to the 7.9. So we don't know if this is the main shock or if this is the foreshock. We have no idea. As you can see, the earthquakes are still ongoing. And the tsunami alerts for tsunami.gov on this having to do with Sandy Point, Cold Bay, Kodiak in Alaska. Forecast start of the tsunami. This is where they say it's going to start 1355 Sandy Point. About an hour after that, will hit Cold Bay, and about 5 minutes after that, it will hit Kodiak. And they will have more coming out on this. This message will be updated within 30 minutes, it said. And this has been like this for about 30 minutes now. So it's a major enough earthquake. What happened here? They've gone off. What happened? They took them off. What happened? Okay, here they are. Okay. So they're still going on. And let's go to the 7.5. This is the frequency of the shaking. The red line is the subduction zone right here on the Ring of Fire. And it looks like it's going to hit the west coast of Canada mostly. It will not hit Guam and Hawaii. Okay, that's, as we know, Hawaii is a hot spot there in the middle of the Pacific Ring of Fire. And this is not a big enough earthquake that will affect, the tsunami will not affect Hawaii. So all of you there, please be very alert and careful, and I'll leave links below for you for this. And this was the tsunami of the Alaska earthquake of 9.4 of 1964. This is not today's animation, but you could see on the upper left-hand side, 3, 4 hours, 4.5 hours, 5 hours. So it takes hours for the waves to go along all around the Pacific Ocean. It took about, 4 or 5 hours to get to Hawaii, for example, this one. And it's color-coded on the lower right, left-hand side. You can see how high the waves were of this tsunami. So obviously this was a huge earthquake, 9.4. One of the megathrust earthquakes of the area. Okay, so this is from NOAA. This is again Pacific Warning Center. This is Creative Commons video, and that's it. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 4.5 hours to get to Hawaii, for example. Again, this is not today's tsunami. This is the 1964 9.4 magnitude earthquake. But it started basically from the same area of today's earthquake. And as we said, that eastern part of the Aleutian Islands is what goes very fast. That goes about 60 to 80 millimeters a year. So that's very fast moving. And something has to give, obviously, because there's a lot of pressure building up. So all of you there, please be very careful and alert your friends. All you that are in the area of the tsunami range, you have to leave the area and go to higher ground. Please look at your tsunami.gov and your warning centers for more directions.